With the QEMU Quick Emulator System setup, while not all Linux distributions or other operating systems will function properly if you set the VGA mem megabytes too high, like I recently demonstrated up to the point of this video, Slackware Linux. Slackware is only, this is March 2026 by the way they did this. Slackware Linux, by the way, on QEMU only works with VGA mem megabytes set at 64 or lower, and not on 128 or on 256. But other distributions tend to work better on the higher VGA mem megabytes. It's just Slackware is so old and such an old Linux distro. Maybe you can set it higher on the 64-bit. Feel free to tell me in the YouTube comments if you have more success with VGA mem MB equals over 64 if you are on, instead of if you're on the 32-bit, if you're on the 64-bit maybe. But usually, with 1 megabyte, you are stuck at 640 by 400 resolution. They do not want you setting the VGA mem megabytes below 4 megabytes on most systems anyway, and sometimes QEMU will stop you from doing it below 4. The raw system memory shall never be below 4, usually, in the case of megabytes. 4 megabytes of RAM no matter what. This Slackware 15 will usually require 384 megabytes, well above the 4 they just mentioned. But 4 for VGA mem megabytes at least, that for the VGA is minimum. So 1 is 640 by 400, and then with 2 that goes, it's still 640 by 400, but you get the 640, 480, and 800, 600 options. If you have 4 megabytes or above, 800 by 600 is the default, and there is no worry about any glitches on the screen. 640 by 480 is still an option. With 8 megabytes, you can do 1024, 768, 1280, 768, 1360, 768, 1280, 800. 1280, 800 becomes default, ideally, with 16 and above. You have the up to 1920 by 1080 here on 16, up to 2560, 1080, and 1920, 1440 on 32, and then up to 4K with 64 megabytes and above. And